Hello, today we're talking about Shao from Zombicide Eternal Empire and his role in the game and what he's good for. At level 1, he gets spend 1 key to jump. So what jump does is, let's say there's a zombie here. You can activate jump by spending 1 key point, which is one of these, to basically move 2 spaces in a straight line and ignore everything in the middle space. Because normally, like let's say it was sprint, he would have to stop here. But with jump, you can jump over it. And it's one of these skills I think it's really situational and actually kind of like, because it makes him able to get into some position that he might not, because one of the worst things that can happen if let's say that this was another character and you're split up and you simply need to regroup. Jump is just a good ability to get to that position. And his second skill in level 1 is guard evade. Now normally when you want to move out of a zone with a zombie, you will have to use as many move actions as there are zombies in the zone. But since guards only get 1 action from the character that uses it, guard skill evade allows them just to move out without having to spend extra action for it. So it's probably an interesting skill and help basically move the soldiers around on the battlefield. Then in level 3 you can choose between shove, which is an ability that allows you to, if you're standing in the same zone as another zombie or more, you can shove them to one other zone. And that works really well when we come to his signature weapon. But you also can choose to spend 1 key to get 1 free combat action. And again, it's by spending one of these to get a free action for using any kind of magic, range or melee attack. So in level 3 he get spend 1 chi to add 1 die to a roll. So let's say that he rolls like a 4, you have to add 1 to it, so it'll actually be a 5. And it actually helped with some weapons to ramp up completely. But this is about both magic spells and range. Magic spells and melee. His second one is 1 free move action, which kind of fill in the role he is supposed to be, the one that basically can get to some of the situation that is needed for. And personally, absolute one of the more underrated ones, but I think when you're getting to this level, you'd rather have something like his third skill. Now, this one is weird because this one is basically +1 to die rule melee. So if you're using a melee weapon, you do the same as with this skill here, where you can do it for everything. So again, if you roll a 4, it will have to +1 to it, so it's a 5. And it's actually really interesting because if you have set him up to be a magic caster, this one is actually a little bit better. But normally you will just make him a melee character and then choose this one. So it's weird that he has 2 skills that reminds extremely about each other. Now his signature weapon is the halberd. Now the halberd is a polearm class, and normally it only has 1 die you roll when you attack. But if you spend 1 chi point, one of these again, you get 3 dice instead, and you hit on 3 and deal 2 damage, meaning you can defeat zombies up to the level of brutes/fatties. Now what makes polearms so interesting is they can only attract squares next to them. So if there's a zombie here, you cannot actually hit it with the polearm. But thanks, if you get into level 3, you can just push them away. So this is how it's synergy with him using polearms, and then poke them down from the range. So yeah, it's quite a simple character, but he's all about controlling the battlefield and everything in between. And yeah, let's not kid ourselves. He kind of looks like he's made of, I think he's very interesting. But he's also very simple, so he's a very good character to start with if you're starting to learn the chi mechanic, but how it works and how it does not work. He's actually pretty good because having all these different skills really makes him versatile in what he wants to do. Now this is his model, as you can see. He has his halberd in one hand, and because it says his body slot, he has his halberd in. You can actually also have things in his 2 other hands, so you can make him like a dual wielding sword user or axe user or anything. If you want to, he's a very simple character, so I kind of like him for that. And really, I like his design a lot. I mean, he literally looks like the general of an army, and I think that was what they were going to with his guard skill. Why can't I get it to focus? With them being able to get away from battle, so he can call for tactical retreats. So yeah, all in all, I like him. He's not my favorite character from the expansion, I think, but because he's such a versatile type of character, you don't feel like he is completely useless all the time. So yeah, this was Shao from Zombicide Eternal Empire. I hope you enjoyed and have a nice day.